To investigator Megan Hickey was inside the courtroom as the jury delivered that verdict. And Megan, tell us what that moment was actually like.
Right, Erica, at first it wasn't clear that this was the moment that we'd been waiting for 3.5 days. I sat directly behind the family of Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum in court, and they weren't aware of a verdict until the sheriff's deputies brought them into the hallway just moments before. I did pass Anthony Huber's girlfriend in the hallway. She had her hands clasped in prayer and was looking up, but it's clear that this was not the verdict that she was praying for.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
He collapsed into the table, clutching his tie, and needed help getting back into his seat. He'd been shaking since the moment that he'd been found not guilty in the death of Anthony Huber, the most serious charge against him. The members of the jury really didn't show any emotion as they handed the paperwork over to the judge. There were audible gasps after the verdict was read. I was sitting across the aisle from his family, including his mother, Wendy Rittenhouse, who started crying. In the bench directly in front of me, Carrie Ann Swart, Joseph Rosenbaum's fiance, Susan Hughes, Anthony Huber's great aunt, and Hannah Giddings, Anthony Huber's girlfriend, were silent. You can see Susan Hughes's jaw had literally dropped. It was a few minutes before I started hearing sniffles from the families of the two men who were killed by Rittenhouse.
Would you wish the jury pulled?
It was as if it had taken them a few minutes to fully process the fact that he had been found not guilty on all counts after 3.5 days of deliberation. Huber's family respectfully asked for space as they left the courthouse surrounded by sheriff's deputies. Huber's parents did not attend the trial in person, in part because they said they couldn't bear to sit in a courtroom and watch the videos showing his death. But they said they watched the trial remotely, hoping it would bring them closure. But it didn't happen. We are heartbroken and angry that Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted in his criminal trial for the murder of our son, Anthony Huber. There was no justice today for Anthony or for Mr. Rittenhouse's other victims. Quote, "We are so proud of Anthony and we love him so much. He is a hero who sacrificed his own life to protect other innocent civilians. We ask that you remember Anthony and keep him in your prayers." Now, after initially declining to speak with us, we did catch up with Huber's girlfriend and great aunt and Rosenbaum's fiance, and this is what they had to say about the verdict.
I think they tried. I like the fact that there must have been someone fighting for us because it wouldn't have taken them that long.
The biggest thing that I need to say is that if one person's life or two persons' lives don't matter, then none of our lives matter. So it's either all of our lives matter or none of them matter. And I feel like in this case it feels like the victims' lives don't matter. And I don't think that that's acceptable.
I miss Anthony every single day. Every day I wish that I could come home to him and unload some of this weight that's on my shoulders. But I can't because he's dead. And now this system is telling me that nobody needs to answer for that. And I have a problem with that.
Now, we did speak to the jurors. We did ask them as they were being moved from the courthouse to the bus if they'd be interested in speaking with us or sharing anything about those 26.5 hours of deliberation. They declined at this time, and we were very careful to respect their privacy. Erica?
Right. Megan Hickey live for us in Kenosha as well. Thank you.